Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link. My official Instagram and TikTok all listed in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Capricorn, I hope that you're doing well. This is a general reading, but it does have a theme to it, which is what your dreams are trying to tell you, your dream messages. I had a dream recently that really shook me to my core. So I wanted to do some dream messages for all of you. I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The first one is the Dream Decoder deck for the overall energy, and for the tarot, the Mystic Mondays. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Thank you. Wow, I don't like this one just because of the image. You might love it, but I'm not a fan. Insects and reptiles. Insects and reptiles. Creepy crawlies. Creepy crawlies. There's a big long explanation on the back of these cards. I'm just going to read the first sentence for you just to kind of get the juices flowing. Within the animal kingdom, reptiles and insects carry a strong symbolic charge with largely negative overtones. They represent worries or threats in your waking life. So I know some Capricorns that are definitely, they definitely have some worries on their mind. Threats, I hope not. I absolutely hope not. And you know what? We're not calling that into existence. In fact, we're going to send protection. Angel, spirits, guides, please protect the Capricorn collective with your beautiful healing light. No threats for Capricorn. They're just trying to make their way like everybody else. But worries are there. We're gonna have worries no matter how many sticks of Palo Santo I burn. You know, the snake is such a... I'm born in the year of the snake, so snakes don't really scare me. At least in pictures. I don't know that I would be happy to see one in real life per se, but the symbolism of the snake is quite beautiful, right? It talks about rebirth, kind of shedding skins, this coiled energy, this like the Ouroboros, so the snake eating itself, this life and death cycle that we go through. And then certain insects, right? The centipede kind of representing the 1,000 steps. Spiders representing ingenuity and creativity, right? But then there's a double-edged sword to that, getting caught in the spider's web, as well as like these like beetles, right? That represent sacredness and many cultures. So it's all in the way that you frame something, and that's kind of what Spirit is giving to me right now. You're taking a worry that you have. How can you, in a practical sense, how can we look at a worry that you have and reframe it? So if you have a lot of debt, for example, and you're just like, oh my God, I have so much debt. Instead of saying, I have so much debt, you can say, I'm really proud of the debt that I've paid down. I'm really pleased with the progress that I've made to bolster my financial stability, right? It can, in a sense, be a little bit of fake it till you make it, but is that untrue, right? Like, I have a lot of school debt and everything, and I mean, God knows when that's going away, who knows? But I pay all my bills on time, and I'm so fortunate to be able to do that. Like, if there's debt, there's debt, but I pay my bills on time, and so it's kind of like, you know what? Single lady out in the world, I'm really proud of myself because I make a living, and part of that is my responsibility. I spent the money. Surely I did. I spent that money. So now I'm trying to pay it back and take care of it, right? So it can be a burden, or it can be a point of discussion, where we can open it up a little bit more so that it's not just like I'm confined into this little box of making myself feel small. Reframing it to say, look at all the amazing things I have done. And so it's almost like Spirit is asking me to help you to reframe this sense of worry or burden that you may have. I'm not taking your worries or burdens away. I'm asking you to look at what they actually are and kind of prioritize how much you need to worry about something, because we can't worry about everything. We worry about everything, then we have full-blown anxiety, and that's not good. So it's kind of like, what's most important to you? The number one most important thing to you right now. And how can you help yourself to reframe that in a way that feels productive, that feels one day at a time? So if there's something going on in your personal life, for example, you know, I can't fix the last 3 years of my connection with this person, but starting today, I can make more of an effort to be a better person towards them. That's just an example. Or they've been horrible to me and I've allowed it. And starting today, I'm going to put up one boundary at a time. What is that boundary? What could that boundary look like? It could be like, you know, they text you and they expect you to respond right away, and you just don't get back to them right away. Maybe you take a few more hours. Maybe you take a day. Maybe you take a week. You assert a boundary, not to be disrespectful to them, but to be respectful to yourself. I'm going to pull 3 cards for the base spread. This is going to be a shorter reading today. I'm trying to do shorter readings for all of you. Busy people out there, especially Capricorns, always got something going on. 3 cards for the base spread, and then at the end I'll pull a card of advice from Spirit. Wow. What's going on here? 2 cards of advice. Okay. 2 cards of advice came out. We'll get those at the end. The very first card, Knight of Cups. What a Casanova. And I don't know if somebody is approaching you with this energy or you are approaching somebody else with this energy, but I just want to say, oh, what a Casanova. Smooth talker, but authentic, right? Spirit is asking you, I mean, especially if this is your energy, like they're asking you, okay, what is it about this situation? Because this is always towards, there's always another player involved with the Knight of Cups. Knights in the tarot are always people of action. So there's always like an external factor. It's not like the Hermit card where we're just retreating unto ourselves. There's always like a counterpart to this, like, hey, I'm offering you my cup. There's somebody on the other side, or there's something on the other side where it's authentic, it's true, it's coming with good intentions, Spirit just said. You know, I see this down here as like, what's it called? What's that artwork where the lady is inside the seashell? That's terrible. I'm an art major too, and I can't remember. Somebody out there knows it. The lady inside the seashell. What? Oh man. Ugh, it's like on the tip of my tongue, and Spirit's not giving it to me. It's not like Venus de Milo, is it? Whatever. I'm gonna turn off the camera and it's gonna instantly come to me. But I kind of see him like in a half shell. Oh my God. Spirit just sang to me the line from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And the line is, heroes in a half shell, turtle power. I don't know why Spirit gave that to me. I don't know why. Maybe you like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Or maybe Spirit is trying to give to me the person that created the artwork. Because what are the Ninja Turtles are Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, which is hilarious for personal reasons, and what's the other one? Oh my God, I can't remember the fourth mutant Ninja Turtle. Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael. Well, it's got to be another artist, right? If this is the way Spirit is trying to tell me who painted that, this is hilarious and probably one of their most ingenious ways of trying to communicate something to me. Anyway, Capricorn, I'm getting back to the whole reason why I even said that is because it's like this emergence out of some kind of depths, right? Like the clamshell opens up and it's like we emerge, we come onto the scene, we're making an impact in some way, right? But it's a positive one. I see it as a positive one. There's a lot of confidence here. What is the name of that fourth Ninja Turtle, Spirit? Don't remember. But anyway, it's almost like Spirit is saying, oh, Capricorn might have a lot of worries, but they haven't forgotten who they are. They haven't forgotten who they are. There's no, you could be dealing with an intense amount of stress. Okay, Spirit. You're dealing with an intense amount of stress, and yet you're holding it all together. And I hate to say it like this, but Capricorns are known for that. Like dealing with an intense amount of stress, but holding it all together. But for me as a water sign, I like want to say to you, like, are you okay? Are you okay? Where are all those stressors and feelings going? Because for water signs, they're right here. They're on the surface. We can't help it. But for Capricorns, it's like, it's not that you bury it. It's just that you compartmentalize. It's just like, oh, that's behind door number 2. We have to deal with these worries and responsibilities. The feelings part's door number 2, and we'll get to that when we feel like it. Right? I feel like this is door number 2, 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords is needing rest and recuperation after heartache and heartbreak. And if you're experiencing that heartache and heartbreak, I'm very sorry. Spirit is reinforcing it with a card that came out for you in their advice. I know you have, because Spirit's showing me. So this could be loss of some kind, grief of some kind. Doesn't even need to be dealing with somebody that passed away. But if it is, I'm very sorry for your loss. I show so much love to you. I know a couple people who have had passings in their family, so sending a lot of love. But whatever this is that's related directly to you, Spirit is showing like, okay, we see you, Capricorn, out and about in the world doing your thing, but we would love it if you just took some time out for yourself, maybe in a little bit of solitude, to rest, to recuperate, to put things into perspective. It's needed. It's needed. The last card out here, beautiful energy, if I do say so myself, Queen of Cups. This is Cancer in the Minor Arcana. By the time we get to the Queen of Cups, water signs, right? Queen of Cups is very compassionate, empathetic, loving, giving. It's kind of like Spirit is asking you to, it's like an evolution, right? Because it goes from the Page, Knight, Queen, King of Cups. And so it's almost like all of this is you. Every single one of these is you, especially kind of reinforced by the color palette. It all feels like your energy. We start here where it's just like, yeah, everything's fine. Let's clink our glasses. You know, it's almost like chaos, bring it on. And Spirit's just like, and yet you need some rest. You need some sleep, like real sleep, good sleep, beauty sleep, so that you can be even more of a powerhouse, make even more of an impact, because you'll have enough reserves one, to love yourself fully, and two, to be able to be there for others, which is something that Capricorns do, right? Like, it's, yes, it can be about you, sure, but you deeply care about people. And it just would put you, resting would put you in a better position. That's what I just see here. That's what Spirit was giving to me. I'm going to get one card of clarifier for the Queen of Cups. Still can't think of that last Ninja Turtle. Look at that. Wow. Oh my gosh. Spirit, I'm so happy. I'm not happy to see the Devil except in a Capricorn reading. Why? Because the Devil card, number 15 of the Major Arcana, is your card. Capricorn, you showed up in your own reading. There are only 5 cards on the table. This is number 6, ironically. Right? You showed up in your own reading, but in reverse. So the Devil card is usually a card of codependency, addiction, cycles of repeat, negative self-talk, not thinking highly of ourselves. When the Devil card is in reverse, it's kind of like we're trying to triumph and overcome all of these bad habits and bad thought processes and these boundaryless relationships. Spirit is saying there needs to be more boundaries. But the fact that you showed up as a clarifier right next to the Queen of Cups, right? It's saying for once, it has to be about your loving heart and not all of this other distraction. And Spirit's advice, the 2 cards that came out at the end, the 3 of Swords, the 7 of Cups in reverse. The 3 of Swords is the heartache and heartbreak card, and the 4 of Swords comes right after it, right? So that's why I was saying, Spirit is showing me you have experienced loss, grief, heartache and heartbreak recently. So Spirit sees you. Spirit sees it. They see you. They know that they're going through this. But with the 7 of Cups, they're saying you need to really kind of get the head out of the clouds, right? 7 of Cups, look at all these drinks. Too many drinks. Maybe they're too many drinks. Look at all these drinks. That's just for some. When there are too many choices and too many drinks, we get confused. And Spirit is saying there needs to be some clarity. You need to bring clarity to this situation. What are you feeling versus what is actually happening? So I don't know what this is in relation to, like a love relationship or family dynamic or job situation. What is your kind of ego, pride, identity, feeling versus what is actually happening in the situation? Are people trying to offend you? Are they trying to hurt you? Is it intentional? Maybe sometimes it is. But even having clarity about that can, if we were really honest with ourselves about like ex relationships or whatever, oh, they weren't trying to hurt me. Sometimes they were trying to hurt you because of their own weird traumas. Sometimes they were. And we need to look at that like square in the face. So Spirit this is not easy work here, Capricorn, but you're up to the task. Reframe things in a way that works for you. Not in a delusional way, but in a way that's kind of honest to the whole situation. Right? Because remember, we're trying to up-level ourselves from the Knight to the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is authentic and honest and loving and compassionate and empathetic. So that's your reading, Capricorn. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Capricorn.